Whew, well, hello. It is morning for me, so good morning if it is morning for you, and good morning if it's not. Um, Welcome to be Cris Rants, or welcome back if you've caught one of these before. I'm so tired, you guys. Yeah. So today's rant is brought to you by a bad dream. Yes, I don't I don't want nightmares to be a thing for adults, right? I get I get how nightmares could be a thing for like for kids or for younger individuals, because the fear of the unknown, um, the tendency to want to watch stuff you're not supposed to watch, like scary movies, thriller movies, suspenseful movies, right? I've never been one to watch or desire to watch a lot of scary movies or suspenseful films. I'm very much so into I like action and thriller, right? Action packed. But not too much the thriller suspenseful. It could be suspenseful, but not the suspenseful that's tied to horror films, if that makes sense, or gory films. I have watched some, and enjoyed some in my day, but that's not like my favorite category or favorite genre of movies or TV, right? So, but I can understand how certain films can elicit certain thoughts that will kind of create disturbing dreams. I'm not big on understand. Well, I'm not. My understanding regarding dreams are not um as deep. You know how people can talk about the subconscious mind, how that manifests itself in dreams. If someone were to explain it to me, I'm pretty sure I could follow. But just off the top of the dome right now and being tired, not something I think I can do. So, but here's the thing, I still have bad dreams. I still have nightmares. I still feel like I am robbed of my sleep because of these things. And it is so irritating. Like, so freaking irritating. I do not like being afraid. Like being scared, right? Having, shaking in my tube socks, shaking in my boots is not the feeling of fear. It's the restrictions that that happen because of fear. It's it's the limitations that are put on you, or me specifically, that kill me. Like, my nightmares are so bad that no matter how tired I am, I'm too afraid to go back to sleep. Right? I remember even being a child and having a scary dream. So much, it's so scary, it wakes me up, right? And I'm waking up in tears, or I'm waking up screaming, or I'm waking up with a racing heartbeat. I'm waking up and there's some form of discombobulation. And when you're a child, you can, go to mommy and daddy or whoever you live with that's an adult or your safe person and tell them, I had a bad dream, I had a scary dream. And, based on your relationship, I know for me, there was somebody I can go to as a child that would help me, calm down and help reassure me, right? Even if it's okay, you can lay with me. And, it sucks not having that as an adult. I remember when I first started having nightmares, back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, it didn't matter if I was daydreaming, it didn't matter if I was taking a nap, it didn't matter if I was going to sleep for the night. I will wake up crying. And I remember one time I was taking a nap with my best friend because I just needed something. Like, we were hanging out like normal, and it's like, can we just? I just need to take a nap. I'm so tired. And I did it, and it was so embarrassing, right? Forget what caused it. Like, as an adult, I feel like this should not be a thing. I really do feel like this should not be a thing. Um I have not been sleeping well, like, at all. And so if I can actually get myself to sleep and stay to sleep for more than 2 hours, it is quite the accomplishment. And considering all the busybody stuff I do throughout certain days, I know it's essential for me to get the sleep that I need. Um, but I'll wake up and my body will be in so much pain, so much soreness, tightness, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, what the heck was I doing in my sleep? The first thing I think was, what did I do the day before that, you know, where I was utilizing these body parts, these muscles, these muscle groups, because maybe after resting them really well, when I wake up, they're sore, right? So I first go there. Yeah, I try to be logical about it. Like, what did I do activity wise that could cause this kind of muscle fatigue? Um, but like last night, when I finally decided to, when I finally went to sleep, I was cool. Like, I made sure I was covered up. You know, I had all the pillows that I need to sleep correctly. And when I woke up this morning, and y'all know, well, if you don't know, I don't set an alarm. I kind of was beating myself up about that last night because it was like, hey, you got stuff to do. You need to make sure you turn this alarm on because it's important. But, my internal argument with myself is, but going to sleep and waking peacefully is just as important to me, right? Waking up to the sounds of a crazy alarm that has me, waking up like a bat out of hell and waking the kids up like a bat out of hell is not the best thing. I said, you know what, Lord, you just keep me. So when I woke up this morning, it's hard to explain. So, have you ever been in a dream? Have you ever been asleep or in a dream-like state where it almost feels like the it feels like you're coming out, like you're separating being in it to coming out of it? It's really hard to explain. Like, I can feel it, like when I have dreams of falling, or when I have dreams of dying, or when I have dreams of being attacked, or I have dreams of being on the outside and looking in. These different types of dreams elicit different internal feeling for me. And so for this particular type of dream, I was in it, like it was so real. There was nothing surreal about it, as far as like the like floating and flying. It and it was so freaking scary. And what made it more scary, and not in the frightening let me run away scream, but in the way that I internalize things in the dirt in my day to day. That's probably what made it so scary, is that all the emotions that were connected to all of the scary things that was going on with me, um, I had internalized. And in the dream. And it freaking scared me because I do that in real life. And to be in that moment and do that thing, and to kind of separate myself from that version of myself, the dream version of myself, scared the crap out of me. Like, I don't want to go too deep into it because today is a one-on-one therapy session for me, and I know I definitely need to unpack this. But I really do not like. I If I had them every blue moon, right, I'd probably be a little okay. The fact that I'm plagued by nightmares these last couple of months and have lost a lot of sleep behind them is irritating. Like, I felt so drowsy while I was dropping the kids off at school today, and I hate that. Like, I still do. Like, there's stuff I have to get done today, and I don't feel like I got enough sleep to get it done, and that pisses me off. Like, I get mad at myself when I prolong my day and I avoid getting in the bed and taking my butt to sleep, right? So when I wake up tired, I can't blame nobody but myself. But for me to do all that I did yesterday, get the kids in bed and ready for, get them in the baths and showers in bed, and prep for my stuff, and get in the bed and wind down and go to sleep, to have what feels like my entire night's sleep and morning sleep robbed from me because I'm going through all of this stuff. It's one thing to not sleep, and it's another thing to go through something during your sleep time. So I feel like it's not that I didn't sleep. I felt like I did so much. I feel so robbed of that time. And I'm so irritated. I'm so irritated. When I don't sleep, I'm irritated. So when I have a nightmare, this is the worst it has been. This is the very worst that it has been, and I want to be positive about it because I have things I need to do, and this mindset is not okay. But it freaking sucks. It freaking sucks. Like, it really, really, really does. Like, I feel hoarse. I feel like I'm getting sick. I feel tired. I feel stretched thin. I feel like a freaking fool right now. Because there's no remedy that I have, right? You know how you troubleshoot your day, you troubleshoot your life. Even in an attempt to troubleshoot my day or my life, I I don't eat this early in the morning, but I made sure I got me something to eat. Like, I'm about to take me a power nap before I have this phone call. Like, when you're an adult who lives alone, as far as other adults are concerned, like, I don't have a companion, I don't have no dog, I don't have no cat, I don't got no hamster, no lizard, no fish, and my children were dead sleep, like, and they needed it. Like, that desire to go to mommy and daddy, or, a significant other, is not there. Like, I don't have the desire to be like, oh my God, wake up, honey. Wake up, honey. I had a bad dream, right? My personality does not allow me to do that, right? I don't ever want to disturb somebody else because of what I got going on, especially how much I enjoy my sleep. I would never want to disturb somebody else. Now, if it happened because of it, like, I wake up crying like I did when I was with my best friend, that's different. But I mean, the only thing I can think of now to practice is to pray. But here's the thing, Daddy always says God can't fix what you won't face. I don't want to do this. Like, if we're being completely honest, I am not looking forward to unpacking the meaning of this dream, right? Um, and I might not have to. Today might just be scratch the surface day, where we just address how I feel regarding instead of trying to figure out what it means. But I don't know if I have the courage to face this, like, or whatever's causing this, right? You know what they say? What is it that they say? Until the fear of change is greater than the fear of staying the same, you won't, right? Or the pain of change, until the pain of change is greater than the pain of until the pain of change, whatever, the relationship between pain of change and pain of staying the same, right? One has to be greater in order for you to change. Like, of course, I don't want to continue to have these crazy nightmares that are literally sucking up all of my sleep time, sucking up all of my energy, sucking up all my brain, my whatever. Ugh. I But it's literally like it plants the seed of fear, right? Of the unknown. And I really don't want to deal with it. I remember when I first started this type of counseling, a couple years ago. I had shared with my counselor at the time that I'm afraid that these memory lapses are not memory lapses. Like, that things are gonna, this talking about stuff is gonna bring up things that I didn't know or I didn't want to know, that I had blacked out, I had blocked off, that I had thought I forgot. Because when it comes up, I'm gonna have to deal with it. I don't like it at all. Who's this? I don't like it at all. And I feel so freaking robbed, y'all. I need my sleep. I do. I want my sleep. Like, I was in the freaking bed, y'all, and I couldn't even. And what's crazy is sometimes I'll have all these different, I have multiple dreams throughout the night, multiple things that are happening subconsciously. And it'll just be a portion of that that's unpleasant that will transition away. Like, there'll be just fragments, for an hour I'm this, and for another hour I'm this, for another hour I'm this, or whatever time frame. It's really hard to gauge time in that headspace. But I'm so tired. I feel like I went through this dream version trauma from the time I closed my eyes to the time I woke up. And another sucky part of that is when I woke up, I wasn't even too scared to go back to sleep. I was so tired. I kept drifting back. And what sucks even more about that is sometimes when I wake up from a bad dream or a dream that's going in a direction that makes me uncomfortable, waking up and going back to sleep takes me to a whole nother place. But the fact that I kept on going back to the same crappy thing, and there was nothing I could do about it because I was so freaking tired. Nightmares, scary dreams, they suck. They freaking suck. And I'm so irritated about it. Like, I'm so irritated. And I'm very hopeful that whatever it is that I get to unpack during therapy today is going to put me in a different headspace, because I have different things I need to do today. And I want to get done and checked off before I pick up my babies from school and go home and be mommy. Like, Jesus. I don't know what this is, God. It feels like an obstacle. It feels like a roadblock. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do. And I'm too tired and too stressed to try to reason and rationalize my way through this, Lord. Oh, Lord, I need divine wisdom. That's what I need. That's what I used to pray for when I was a younger person, when I would deal with stuff that I didn't know how to deal with. And I couldn't think of anybody offhand who I could solicit. I would ask God for divine wisdom. For Daddy says, you don't know what you don't know. And so in this case, I really don't know what I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is. I don't know how this came to be. So I can't use previous knowledge, previous experience to label it, call it, describe it, navigate it. So, God, I'm just asking for your divine wisdom to direct me, because I don't know what to do with this. The Bible says, in our weakness, he's made strong. And I don't know if I'm on the cusp of God doing something, which requires me to be so depleted. I don't know. But in all things, I want God to get the glory. Despite my rants, despite my raves, despite all of this, my ramblings, my feeble rambling. I felt like I was in the season of redemption, right? Time and years that I had spent on a tangent that was being returned to me. It doesn't feel like that right now. It doesn't disregard. I don't disregard the redeeming blessings that I have seen and I have experienced and I have received. But right now, I just don't feel like it. But in any case, I could rant all day long, but I need some kind of. I'm gonna try to get some kind of shut eye before I have to prepare myself for therapy and to actually navigate it. Um, yeah, nightmares during adulthood sucks a lot. I'm not a fan. The sun was out a little while ago. Clouds are nice and white and poofy, and the sky is pretty blue from where I am. So I hope your day is amazing. Know that you are loved, that you matter, you are relevant, you are significant, you are essential. Even when you don't feel like it, you contribute something so unique that in your absence, the world will tilt on its side. That's how powerful you are. That's how much you matter. So don't take yourself for granted because you deserve better. Have a wonderful day.